You're cruising the Pacific in your luxury yacht when you come across a deserted island. Turns out, it's not so deserted after all. There's a bunch of islanders arguing about who owns all the coconuts. You approach them and ask who's in charge. No one, they say. You ask them if they have a government or any laws. One of them asks, what are those? Well, you say, a government organizes people and makes laws or rules to protect their property and rights. That means you won't have to fight over the coconuts anymore. You guys want to start one? The islanders nod. There are lots of different types, you say. First, you have to decide who gets to have the decision-making power. One type is a democracy. That's when you give everyone decision-making power. A democracy can either be direct or indirect. In a direct democracy, everyone gets a vote on every major decision. It works best for small groups like the one here on this island, but only if you guys can agree to follow the decision with the most votes. If you keep arguing like this, all your coconuts will rot. There's also an indirect democracy, also called a representative democracy, or simply a republic. We have this type of government where I come from, the United States. We elect a few individuals to represent us as groups. We trust those people to make decisions in our best interests. If they don't, we can elect new representatives. An autocracy is when one person runs the government, making all the decisions. A monarchy is a type of autocracy run by a queen or king. Monarchs rule for life and are hereditary, meaning each new queen or king is a family member of the previous monarch, usually a son or daughter. In an absolute monarchy, there's a single ruler with no limits on power. In a constitutional monarchy, the monarch is limited by a constitution and laws. A dictatorship is also an autocracy. A dictator rules a nation by force, making all government decisions, sometimes with the help of advisors. Dictators want power for life. They like to take all the coconuts for themselves, if you know what I mean.
I dislike all forms of government.
But somebody must rule.
And I don't like the word rule.
Well, if we don't like the word rule, let's call it leadership.
Leadership in government is political power, and political power is an official form of antagonizing the people.
What magazine did you say he edits?
A commentary on current events.
Pardon me, Ambassador. But, my dear young man, politics are necessary.
Politics are rules imposed upon the people.
In this country, rules are not imposed. They are the wish of all free citizens.
Travel around a bit, then you'll see